Alright guys, today we're gonna talk about this new diss track that we got from Drake. When I woke up, everybody thought that it was AI, so they were freaking out. Like, it was the biggest thing I seen on Twitter. Everybody was commenting on it. Adam22 said, if anybody thinks it's AI, you're fried. So this was getting very big reaction, even though there had already been a Drake response leaked, and it didn't get the same reaction. It did in the sense that everybody thought it was AI, but the one that got 400,000 views on YouTube and went viral on TikTok, literally no press spoke about it, which was very, 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 very weird. Not only was it weird, but it made it weirder that the original To Kill a Butterfly diss track was actually arguably better than what Drake just recently released, the Push-Ups leak. So I don't know, it's a lot going on right now, and it's just good. It's just because we knew Drake was going to respond, right? Especially after Link Pillow dropped the To Kill a Butterfly, we knew Drake was going to respond, even if he hadn't heard that, or you know what I mean, even if that wasn't on the radar at all. Drake had to respond sometime, and we always know how Drake does that. So it was very interesting waiting for that, and then waking up to this was crazy. And I listened to it, I was like, oh man. Like, we always underestimate the magnitude of Drake's pen. We always underestimate that he does know what's really going on. He always keeps his ear to the streets, which he's shown time and time again. And it's just crazy to just see how this all unfolding. And there's so many things on the list that Drake talked about in this one thing right here that nobody could have wrote it for him. Like, there's so many things that he addressed that it's just a very scary sight. Some of the things: Kendrick wears a size 7 men's. Fried him. Kendrick split royalties are embarrassing low. He says in this that Drake says, if Top says drop, you better drop and give him 50. Okay? The double entendre, this bar is crazy. He's saying, yeah, you got a boss, you got to work for your boss, do what he says, jump through the hoops, period. Like, if he says drop, you have to drop now, right? So he's saying he has a boss, basically saying somebody owns him as an artist, but it gets deeper than that, right? He's saying every time you drop, you have to give 50% of what you make away. So Drake's really sunning this man. It's just very scary sight at that point. And that's only two things that he addressed. He also says Top Dog forced Kendrick to do corny mainstream pop features, cooked him. SZA, and then he addresses how SZA, Travis Scott, and 21 Savage are performing commercially better than Kendrick. He's basically explaining how he's washed. Like, how can he be top 3 if SZA is washing him? How can Kendrick be top 3 if Travis Scott is washing him? So he's bringing up good questions. Drake has more fans in Compton than Kendrick, which, you know, Drake did the song with 100. Did 100 with Game years ago. It was a very good song, you know. So Drake's good in the hood, right? That's something Kendrick can't come at, and he's gonna have to address that when he pins his response. I'm so interested. Hip hop is at its peak right now, and it seems to be Drake is always the one pushing hip hop past a boundary that nobody would ever believe. So I'm glazing. So Metro's manager used to be an assistant for Drake's assistant. Like, yeah, it shows in hip-hop that Drake really got this shit. Like, you guys, any accolade you claim, Drake has had a couple times, or Drake has manifested his own version of that accolade. So it's a very scary sight. So it says The Weeknd claims Toronto, even though he's not from there. Crazy. Why would you do that? You claim in Detroit, and you live 20 miles away, brother. Why would you do that? Kendrick also is a midget. That's crazy. Like, he's taking shots, right? He really has a Tommy gun, a switch, a Glock with the switch. He's letting it go. He also sends shot at Rick Ross. Crazy. Like, I don't even really want to get into it because it gets deep, you know? So there's so much to get into, and it's just such a scary sight about how Drake is not playing with you, okay? He's not playing, and it's very apparent, and it shows in this track. But some things I want to point out, though, are how it got such good mainstream media attention. Now, of course, if Drake drops, it's going to get mainstream media attention, but if we don't know it's Drake and it's just a leak and it could be AI, why did it still get so much mainstream attention, right? And that looks, from the outside looking in, coming from the unbiased voice of the underground, from the outside looking in, it looks like that's very weird. Coming from the outside looking in, it looks like, okay, it's being manufactured, right? Everybody knows that marketing is a manufactured thing. You have to manufacture marketing. Marketing doesn't have emotions. That's why everybody says no press is bad press. So it's very weird how this came about, because the one viral TikTok didn't get this mainstream press. It didn't get any press at all, almost, other than going viral on TikTok. So it's kind of like, either how was that viral moment suppressed, but this viral moment outletted to every mainstream media, including Adam 22. It's just very weird how that happened, right? So, you want to be cautious as a rapper or an artist in this, because it's never going to look like what you think it's going to look like. The game is so twisted, and you can see in Drake's bars how there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about, right? And that just elevates exponentially, the deeper you get into rap. So it's a very beautiful thing, man. I want you guys to go check out that To Kill a Butterfly video on YouTube, almost at 400K. The 3D animated visualizer for it is be dropping very soon. Okay, so you guys go check these things out, man. Stay in tune, and I'm starting this YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow it, guys, so I need you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear from, who you want to hear about, and I will cover these artists, and I will study and do the homework on these artists. So make sure you guys let me know. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm here, Lil Knockstar, Knockstar1, the voice of the underground, the unbiased voice of the underground at that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.